How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate you guys for coming out and supporting us. Everybody, before we get this thing started, give Brian Anderson and Anderson Family Coffee a hand real quick. Yeah, right when you're walking through, it's perfect timing. Why not? But yeah, we appreciate you guys for coming out here. Thank you. It's that time of year again where you can catch a white girl like a mouse in a trap with two things: Ugg boots and pumpkin spice. The same thing goes for overweight white guys. Throw on some Sunday NFL highlights and ask them about their fantasy league football team, and they're not even going to notice that you're fucking their wife. Masturbating is a lot like football. I loved it more than anything as a kid. Hell, with the arm I had, I thought I'd go pro. But now I only enjoy it when family's around. Sundress season is over, and I'm so thankful. I'm too horny for it. Someone tweeted, "Don't let that $6 sundress turn into child support." And I've never related more to a tweet in my life. I hate pulling out. Jumpers and rompers are a perfect name for them, because if I get you pregnant, I'm jumping out of your life. Speaking of jumping out of my life, one of my exes is in a coma. It's so sad. It just sucks you in until we were broken up to give me the silent treatment. She's turning into a cat lady. Now she's catatonic. Telling that joke 9 times and pulling the plug on it. One of my friends is epileptic and he hates it, absolutely hates it when I tell him to seize the day. I'll throw in All the Lights by Kanye West, he just foams at the mouth. I have another friend that drives a Sara Lee bread truck for work. He drives a bread truck. And then I just found out the same week that his wife files for divorce, he wrecks that bread truck at work. His life's really crumbling apart. Take a second. I didn't think it was that complicated of a joke, to be honest with you. I'm so ostentatious. If I ever have a comedy special, I'm going to name it Ostentatious. But ostentatious just sounds like a rash you get after sleeping with me. No, I saw this Facebook post that said, "What do you guys say after sex?" And it got me thinking, because, Mom, close your ears. I say a lot of dumb shit after sex, and I want to share it with you guys. Maybe it'll help me change my ways, you know? Quote, "Did I get all of it off?" Sorry, I usually last longer. Good game. Hey, you don't have to go so fast. Or my absolute favorite. I think you guys are going to love this one. Okay, you can wake up now. I just want to remind you guys to silence your phones. Dad, turn your alarm off. Yeah. I heard someone's phone go off and just distracted me for a second. You're good. You're good. Professional around here. I also saw this article that said, "Homeless man with no arms in Florida stabs a tourist while using his feet." I'm going to say it. I think the tourist deserved it. If I see a homeless man with scissors in his feet, I'm not running up to him and getting close. No, I'm keeping myself an arm's length away. Keeping myself an arm's length away, Chris Brown is taking pictures with fans for $1,000 a picture. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but the internet is absolutely clowning him. And I understand why Chris is in this situation. His management team told him, "Hey, Chris, we're going to charge $1,000 a picture. We'll hit a lick." But it's Chris Brown. All he heard was "hit a chick." Says more about you guys and your Chris Brown fans if you didn't laugh at that. I just want you to know that. None of you were 10, so this I'm a 10 butt challenge that passed, I fucking hated it. Hated it so much. Your weird little personality traits weren't what keeping you from being 10. No, your physical imperfections were what keeping you from being 10. A 10 is Rihanna or Brad Pitt. And Rihanna could join Brad's Fight Club and still look better than you afterwards. And we all know she can take a punch. There was another, I'm on Facebook a lot, I don't have a life, so I saw this, I saw this post that said, 6 planets are in retrograde, so that's why. Gen Z will do whatever they can to not take accountability for their own actions, I swear to God. Unless your planets and stars are telling you to sleep with me, don't use retrograde as an excuse. No, my dad was a young father, so I remember getting the sex talk at like 6 or 7. Maybe too young. But little did he know, I already knew what sex was. Yeah, we had a lot of babysitters, and one or two of them might have touched me. Did I get molested? Maybe, but I always got to stay up past my bedtime. You mean I can watch South Park, stay up past my bedtime, and finger blast some hot 13-year-old? Yeah, I understand why it took you so long to take her home at night. Guys, it's a joke, okay? When I was younger, I would pronounce words wrong. Like I would pronounce scalloped potatoes, scalloped potatoes. Scalloped potatoes. No one ever corrected me either, until I was dating this Native American girl and asked her, Great Aunt, if her scalloped potatoes were a family recipe passed down. Yeah, I love it how the English language is so complex. Words can have the same word can have 2 different meanings, and comics love that shit. Like when someone at work says, this is my work wife or work husband, that means they're fucking that person. We have a lot of infidelity in this room, is that what's going on? I can see the hit pretty close to home here. No, we were at work and we were talking about rollerblading, and this one-leg guy overheard our conversation and decided to step into our conversation. And he was telling us about how him and his friends used to rollerblade around town, and they ran the town, they had a gang, and dude, I fucking get it, you used to have 2 legs. No, we play a game at work where you guess when something was invented and you look it up. Like for example, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the Tupperware was invented in 1946. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. There's a lot of leftover food after the Holocaust. You can be mad at that, or you can be happy that you learned something tonight. I don't know. I thought you'd be happy. Fundraisers where you run feels a bit look at me and pretentious, doesn't it? If I'm dying of cancer, the last thing I want to do is go run a 5K or have you run a 5K and tell me how you broke your personal mile per minute record. Why don't you go do something fun like bowling? I could die in peace knowing someone rolled perfect 300 for me. You think I'm an asshole? David Blaine got kicked out of the Make-A-Wish Foundation when he told a kid with leukemia, abracadabra, I'll make your future disappear. Take the clips. I can't do that. Yeah, save that for later. Guys, I wrote the best suicide joke of all time, but I'm hung up on the punchline. It's really blowing my mind. Speaking of blowing my mind, there's a... What in the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Speaking of blowing my mind, there's a school in Illinois where kids are identifying as cats now. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. Cats, yeah, meow. The school's implemented litter boxes and shit. I give it 2 weeks before the janitor identifies as a school shooter. It's gonna suck shooting up a school where kids are identifying as cats. You're gonna need 9 times the ammo. Since I've been doing stand-up, my love life has come second, or like the woman I hook up with, it hasn't came at all. But I've been talking to this girl and it's made me a real soft, mushy bastard, and I hate it. I really do. I'll see pictures of people holding hands, I'll see people kissing on TV, it makes me think of her. I'll see funny TikToks, I want to send it to her. I'll be driving over the Mississippi and I'll think, yep, this is where I'm dumping this bitch's body, she breaks my heart. Yeah. I decided to reactivate my Tinder app. I haven't had it since 2015, and man, in 7 years it's gotten ugly. In 7 years, this app has turned into the Jerry Springer Show meets Teen Mom. Some of you have shot out more kids than Nick Cannon. Trump, COVID, OnlyFans, and Roe v. Wade have hit some of you harder than your ex-husbands. And Chris Brown. And does everybody hike on that app? What's with that? I don't get it. Do you really like hiking, or do you just want to go get lost alone and possibly die? I met with this girl and matched with her, and her bio said, diabetic with no feet. Yeah, I'm silly. So I decided to message her and say, hey, here's 2 purple heart emojis. I'm sorry you lost the war to diabetes. Guess we don't have to worry about hiking now. No, I really hate it when people compare having kids to having pets. I don't have either, so I don't have a dog in this fight, but you having a little shitty dog isn't the same as someone raising a human life. For example, I rub peanut butter all over myself, let my dog lick it off. Perfectly normal. I put peanut butter on myself, let my kid lick it off. He dies of a peanut allergy. I hold your cat and I drop it, it lands on its feet. I drop your baby. I drop your baby and it grows up and identifies as a cat. You guys ready for your first comic of the night? We're going to keep this show rolling. On deck we have Mr. Brian Farrell, but coming to the stage right now, Jake McDowell. Give him a hand, everybody, please.